So everyone, it has been released. This stream, I don't know how long I'm going to stream. Maybe only half an hour or an hour. But I want to talk about, if I can get it up. Double on Tonja there. If I can get this here. So this is the Bitmain Antminer Z9. This is the one that a lot of people were waiting for to be released. And this thing is an absolute beast. And this isn't the first Equihash machine that came out that could do tens and tens of thousands of souls. There was another one that was out, I think it did 50,000 souls, the Innosilicon one. But that one was over $10,000. This one is $3,319. And obviously you have to buy the power supply as well. But this is, it's another game changer. It really is. So if you're watching, guys, as always, please do say hello. Don't just watch. That's rude. Please do say hello. I mean, there isn't a lot to say about the actual product itself because we've spoke about the Antminer the Z9 Mini. We know what that can do, and this one is just its bigger brother. So you can see there the power consumption 1,150 watts, give or take 10%. Hash rate 40.8 thousand souls. So yeah, about 41,000 souls. But what people were doing with the Z9 Mini, they say that it was quoted as giving, say, 10,000 souls. Some people getting 14,000 after overclocking. So we might see, you know, some sort of improvement here as well. Maybe 20, 30, 40%. Who knows? So thanks to everyone who's tuning in. Hi, Nollis. Yeah, that's why, Nollis, I know you were sending me messages there. I was working on an article. I was doing some other things, and I'll get back to you. Hi, Ian. Hi, Dulu Woohoo. Dulu Woohoo. You guys aren't making it easy for me to pronounce your usernames. He's saying the Z9 Mini is a better deal because you can get a coupon for each one. Yeah, there are a lot of coupons out there, guys. And Renato, you know, Renato, you do make a very good point. It does look like two minis kind of glued together, but a mini does 10,000 souls. This one does 40,000 souls, or 41,000 souls nearly. And if it can be overclocked, well, maybe you're talking 50,000, maybe you're talking 60,000 souls. Now, this is going to affect a lot of coins, more so than the previous batch. You know, all these coins that are still on Equihash, they're ASIC mining coins now. They really are. Dulu Woohoo saying there that 3 Z9 Minis, 48,000 souls, $600 each with coupon. That's a very good point. That's a very good point. I didn't realise that. Yeah, because I knew it was $850, but with the coupon. What you're saying there, though, Dulu Woohoo, as far as the hash rate, though, I think you have to compare like for like. You're saying the Z9 Mini does 16,000 souls overclock, but that's a 60% overclock. I mean, it's safe to assume that this can be overclocked as well. So if you're going to compare the Z9 Mini to its bigger brother, the Z9, then I think you have to compare 10,000 to 40,000. I think that's what you're going to have to do, because I think when the Z9 comes out and it can be overclocked, well, you know, as you're saying, like you're saying there, I wonder if it can be overclocked. I reckon it can be overclocked, but the question at this point is by how much? The Z9 Mini, people were getting 40, 50, 60% overclocking. What are you going to get with this, the larger Antminer Z9? I'm not sure what people are going to get, so it's just speculation at this point. So it's saying it's shipping September 1st to September 10th. I'll bring up the Z9 Mini just so that we can see for a comparison. That's it. So it's $850, but like a lot of people have said, there's a lot of these going around for a little bit cheaper because of coupons, because a lot of people got coupons when they bought them, in the first or second batch. The funny thing is, there might actually be some people, if you look at the shipping dates, there might be some people that get the Z9 before some people get the Z9 Mini. You're right what you're saying. It does look like just two stuck together if you look at it. Now, where does it say? Does it say about decibels? I don't know if it says about decibels. I suspect this thing is going to be a hell of a noisy. It's going to be very, very noisy. Yeah, you're right. We won't know. You know, there's always at this point when we're placing orders or when people are placing orders, it's always speculation. There's a lot of unknowns. We do know with the Z9 Mini, if you get a coupon, you can get it for, you're saying $600. I didn't realize the discount was for that much. If you can get it for $600 and you know it can overclock to 14, 15, 16,000 sols, then, you know, $600 is a very low entry point as well. Better to buy 2 or 1. There doesn't seem to be any kind of restriction there. Remember last time the Z9 Mini came out, they said, oh no, we're limiting it to 1. Yeah, let's buy 60. I assume if I refresh that page, it'll disappear. Yeah, back to 1. The thing is, Dulubuhu, I'm not disputing. I do believe, like, what you're saying is 100% true. I've seen some articles and I've seen some videos of people talking about the Z9 Mini being overclocked and what it can do when it's overclocked. But if the Z9 Mini can be doubled to 20,000 sols, maybe this one can be doubled as well. Maybe not. I mean, we don't know at this point, but maybe this can be overclocked, you know, by 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%. We don't know at this point. But we do know that this thing is going to be an absolute beast. If you, what was the other one called? And I'll try and find it. The Innosilicon. Let's see if I can find this. Right, I'll try and find the actual sales page for you guys. I've spoke about this actually in a video. Right, where's the website? Try and find this website for you guys. Right. Okay, so, whoa. What am I doing with this mouse? Right, so this was the previous one that was out. Whoa, my mouse is going crazy. What is going on there? Ah. Right, I don't know what went on there, but my mouse, I don't know why this has done this, but alright, right, okay, I forgot there's good buttons for that. I think there's an option in my mouse to speed up. Somehow, I don't know how you do this right. Where's the speed of the mouse? I've just speeded up my mouse and it's making it unusable almost. Why is this doing this? Right, I'll try and jump over. Right, there we go. So this is the Innosilicon Equihash A9 Z9, A9 ZMaster. It was $10,000. I reckon they're definitely going to drop this down in price. But this one did 50,000 sols plus or minus 6%. So we're going to see this. This was out in the market already. But when you see this and you see you know, the price of this thing, then it really puts into perspective how cheap this one is. 41,000 sols for $3,319, and this one was $10,000. And it's, you can see here as well, this one's only 620 watts as well, which is pretty impressive. But at the end of the day, the almighty dollar rules, and this thing isn't as affordable. So, yeah. Don't know what's going on with my mouse. It really is going crazy and I don't know what I've done. Right. There we go. So, right. Innosilicon, yes, I got there in the end. How long before they are shipped? It says they are going to ship. if I can get it here. Right, my mouse is going absolutely crazy. I don't know what's going on here. Hold on. Ah, the good old plug in and out. It basically went crazy there. The right mouse button was the left mouse button. The speed was going crazy. I couldn't control it. As far as the... Oh, it's still doing that. Ah, that's why. As far as the shipping date, it's saying September 1st to September 10th. So I assume that's when they actually ship it. Hi Blogwolf, good to see you. I don't know much that about mining. Is the release of the Z9 a big deal? Yes, I would say it is quite a big deal. So there were machines, as I showed you there, the Innosilicon Equihash E9 ZMaster can actually do more sols. Maybe this Z9 will do more when it's overclocked. But the key thing here is that this is from Bitmain for starters, but also that it's very, very affordable. You know, to put it into perspective, I had like say 14,000 or maybe 12,000 pounds worth of graphics cards, and the Z9 Mini, which is now $600, can do more than all my hardware. That really is a sobering realization, but that is you know what we're dealing with. What's going on with Bitcoin private? Can it recover? I don't know. I really don't know. I said from the very start, one of my main criticisms of Bitcoin private from the very start was that the mining situation was bad. They didn't give enough of a block reward. They didn't burn the coins that they said they would in the white paper. And right now, I think they've been a little bit slow with dealing with this Equihash ASIC mining situation. But I do think it's a good project. I do think they're doing a lot of things right, and I do think they've got a good team. But cryptocurrency is moving fast, and I do think they've kind of shot themselves in the foot with this ASIC mining situation. I also think, I mean, I have said it time and time again. I've said it to Bitcoin private as well. They really were silly with the mining situation. They kept, you know, with their market supply, total 21 million. They had like 20.5 or 20 odd plus million coins already mined because of the forks. I think they handled it badly. And some of the decisions that I don't agree with that they've made. I like the guys from the team though, that the guys that I've spoke with. Hi Joshua. Surfing, welcome to the stream. Maybe you'll get 70,000 kilohash from the new Z9 overclocked. I think that is possible. I do think that is possible. It definitely is possible. I've got a moth flying about here. Yeah, I do think it's possible. We will see. We will see what's going on. Aaron saying Bitcoin private lost too much of the community. I think a lot of the early adopters, like myself, and a lot of other people who are very faithful to the project, a lot of people kind of lost interest, I guess, you know, especially with the price of the coin going down and down. They made a lot of mistakes along the way, I think, as well. I don't think it's dead though. I don't think it's dead. I think the coin still has potential. Dulu woohoo. It's weird me saying that. The Z9 Mini is like 22 1080 Ti's. I think it's less than that. A 1080 Ti, well, I suppose in fact with the overclocking, yeah, you could be right. What you're saying, it's getting 16,000 sols. Yeah, you're right. About 21 1080 Ti's overclocked. Yeah, that is some improvement. 60, 10, 80 Ti's. So you're saying 60, 10, 80 Ti's, yeah. This is going to Bitcoin Private, Zencash, Zcash. All those coins are ASIC mining coins now. You cannot mine those coins if you have a GPU, not at all. Especially in the next month or two, the days of mining those coins with GPUs are gone. And I hope Zencash and Bitcoin Private actually get their finger out and do something about this. I know that they were working on some other things, but yeah. Why is it cheap? The reason is they will be worthless in 3 months' time. Definitely, it's definitely weighted within the first few months until the difficulty, the difficulty goes up. Renato saying in silicon machines are always more expensive. Necrobase Mining is getting 16 out of both of his Z9 minis. I'll try and see. In fact, I'll increase this comment area because I'm a wee bit behind. I'm a little bit behind with my comments here. Where are we? Right. They've come for your channel. That's for you, Nollis. That's for you. There's usually a switch on the mouse for resolution on gaming mouses. Yeah, that's what it is. The thing is, I don't use this like a gaming mouse. I use this like a regular mouse, and there's buttons on it I don't use. I've actually got a mobile one that I bought for this, but I started using it with my laptop, so it's downstairs. Dimitri is saying, given that the Z9 seems to be just more boards of the Z9 Mini, can it be really considered a first batch? I think it is the first batch of this one, and I reckon they've tweaked it a little bit differently than the Z9 Mini. Dulu who says that actually the Z9 Mini was targeted mostly towards hobbyists because it only runs 300 watts stock. Jonathan Pollock says, do you think you'll be speaking to Giuseppe or Don about Bitcoin Private anytime soon? I don't think so. I've not got any plans to. But Giuseppe and Don are really nice guys. I've spoke to them and you know, in videos on my channel, and I spoke to them afterwards. Very, very nice guys. Obviously, Giuseppe, as a lawyer, there's certain things he doesn't want to talk about from a legal point of view. And Don is involved in certain areas of the project and not other areas of the project. I talked about this in the video the other day about, see the video I did about founders having to wear many hats and the fact that many founders are only coders. This is my frustration when I'm trying to speak to a lot of these the developers of these coins. I've asked most of the coins that I've been into in the Discord group, I've said, hey, do you want to talk to me on my YouTube channel? Do you want to jump onto my live stream? And very few people want to do it. Don and Giuseppe stepped up for Bitcoin Private, but the problem is they aren't the founder, they aren't the person, you know, they're not the person that started the project. And it's the same with other projects. When they get a blogger or a marketer to try and step in, they don't know everything about the project, and there's certain things they don't know what they want to talk about. You know, they don't know what they're allowed to talk about. Anyway, I'm going off topic here. Dulu who says his GPU farm is slowly dying. You know what? I do think the writing is on the wall for GPUs now. It does seem that way, that at least from a profits point of view, the profits from my GPU rigs now are terrible. I realise we're in a bear run and all that just now, but the profits right now are embarrassingly bad, and the price of these graphics cards are going to go down, you know, this year. I need to review this situation, and I'm sure a lot of you guys do as well, that the fact that these kind of ASIC mining machines are coming out, you need to take a step back and evaluate your whole mining setup, whether you sell your GPUs, whether you buy more and just mine exclusive GPU algorithms, GPU only algorithms. But I'll be perfectly honest, if I had $10,000 or pounds to invest today, I would probably be leaning more towards these ASIC mining machines rather than a graphics card. It just makes more sense right now. But I do think what other people are saying as well, in that a couple of months' time, some of these machines, depending on how many they sell, you know, they could be bricks, especially if some of these coins like Bitcoin Private and Zencash do move away. You could find that these end up becoming doorstops. Surfing saying that the GPUs will constantly get pushed out unless the new DDR6 NVIDIA 11 series can mine way better. I don't believe that these 11 series, the 11 series will be a little bit better, but it's not going to be a 50% jump per se. I think NVIDIA normally does like a 20 or 30% performance jump year to year. It's not like these ASIC machines that are just killing it. Jonathan saying they need to get off the algorithm sooner. So does Norlis. I reckon they should have done it a few months ago. I said this at the very start, with all these Equihash coins, the main concern when the original Z9 Mini came out was that there were certain coins like Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin Z, that right away said, listen, we're going to fork. Our community is for GPU miners. We're going to fork. There were a few that said, we're going to look at our options. But if you read between the lines for the Zcash announcement in particular, that was the big one because it was the most profitable coin. It was, you know, the most expensive coin. If you read between the lines, right away from the very beginning, from the very start, they said we have to review things, but we don't plan on changing anything until the end of the year. When they said that, I knew it would become an ASIC mining coin because it was too late. It really was too late. You have to act very, very quickly. If you look at what Monero did when the ASIC miner was released for that, the Kryptonite one, they said right away we're going to fork. And yes, there was some Monero forks. There was like 4 in the first month. But they made a decision there and then, no, we are a GPU mineable coin. We don't want ASIC mining machines to mine our algorithm. Other coins, Bitcoin Cash, Zencash and Zcash, they've taken their time to decide what they're doing. But look at the amount of moths in this room. What you do? I've got a moth flying about me here. Yeah, I think they fell asleep at the wheel, and I don't think Bitcoin Private and Zencash really understand the severity of this issue. I think it's going to hit them hard because, especially with Bitcoin Private, the whole Bitcoin Private community is GPU miners. It's a GPU supported coin, and that's why I was a little bit surprised. I realized they had other things they had to work on. I realized they had, you know, it was difficult to just change over it. It requires a lot of work. But when you've got a GPU mining community, when you don't fork, when your coin can be mined with ASICs, then you're screwing over a lot of the people that supported you. And I think they're going to lose a lot of support. You know, I've not really dropped by the Bitcoin Private room for a while. I used to drop by every now and then, but most of the people who hung out there were GPU miners. Matt Anderson saying, where are we? I'm a little bit behind in my comments once again because I went on a mad rant. Electronium had to go back to ASIC algorithm because GPU miners stopped mining after ASICs beat up the algorithm. If you have multiple coupons, it's cheaper to buy 4 Z9 minis including 2 PSUs than 1 Z9 including 1 PSU. That is good to note. So if you've got some coupons, you might want to consider buying the Z9 Mini instead. How do you think ASICs in general will fare once the FGPA BCU 1525 comes out? That's something I haven't followed too much. I did look at a couple of FPGAs, but I don't know. I'll need to do more research on that and then I'll maybe do a separate video about that once I've done a little bit of research on that. Once I've done a little bit of research on it, I did look at some conversations in Bitcoin Talk, but I don't know. I would have to. I'll email myself just to remind myself to do a video about it. That's the best I can do. How do they have room to fit 4 times the chips and 2 times the space is what I'm wondering. Well, there's always improvements in technology, and they probably found some ways to, you know, in an ASIC mining machine, they're kind of built crudely if you look at them. There's probably some space in there that they can fit in some circuit boards, and you know, it's just a big fan in circuit boards. I don't know, maybe the second batch of circuit boards that they designed was a little bit smaller. In that regard, I mean, if you look at computer game consoles, video game consoles, even going back to the original like NES and Master System, after a year or two, there was always a mini version that came out, and it's simply because technology moved forward and they could start to design, you know, all their components in a smaller space. 40,000 sols is going to be probably like 65,000 overclocked. The problem is really heavy. The profitability of those machines decrease very fast. Yes, they do. I see they do. And this is the concern. But I think anyone who bought the original batch of the Z9 minis will have broke even with this if they mined the right coins. Ah, okay. That's good knowledge. So you got Zergpool working on Lyra 2Z. What's the returns like on that? Is it pretty good? Matt Anderson is asking, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth buying this Antminer Z9 or buying multiple Antminer Z9 minis if you have coupons? Do you think it's worth it? Komodo, that's another coin that you can mine as well. Yep. Renato says GPU will never die. I think you're right in that regard. There's always going to be people with graphics cards. I mean, I'm going to always have a graphics card in my main PC because of video editing. And as gamers, it's always going to have graphics cards. But I do think the way the industry is going over the last few months, we might find that GPU mining becomes more of a niche thing. It becomes, you know, rather than, I don't know what it was before, maybe 20, 30, 40% of the market. I think that percentage of the market is going down. I think there's a lot of people who are mining, a lot of people who had GPU mining farms. They're maybe switching to ASIC mining machines and they're just changing their business model. Matt is asking, will there be coins left to mine on Equihash 1445 by the time you get this besides Zcash? Just to clarify, Matt, this machine does Equihash 209, not 1445. Thoughts on the cred? I think I checked it once. I don't really have an opinion on it. I don't want to focus too much on, you know, investigating coins in this stream. We did it all. We did that yesterday, but I want to focus more on this ASIC mining machine. My crypto diary. There will always be a coin that won't fork, but I still think ASICs are high risk, high rewards. Only good for first or second batch. Overclock may be limited by the PS Max. Dang, I'm late. I started the stream 30 minutes ago. I think I'm only going to stream. I think I'm going to stream for another 30 or 40 minutes because it's quite late and it's very sweaty in here because this is my mining room and you can see all the moths and flies buzzing around. It's really warm in the UK just now. FPGA seems to be the way to go in the near future, but it's very complicated. I don't know much about it. I do need to do more investigation about it. The moth is mining sunlight. Aaron, haven't chatted about what's new besides ASICs taking over. Nothing really. No, I mean, I did a few videos about masternodes because that's something that's been on my mind recently, but I don't know. I'm still not sure what coin to mine, what coin to invest in. I don't know. I'm still changing my mind on this. I was talking with my friend about this today. We talked about masternode coins in the morning, and then tonight we were talking about the Antminer Z9, and we're just discussing, is this the time to sell our GPUs? Is it? It could be the time to sell our GPUs because it does seem that you know, every month or every 2 months there's a new ASIC mining machine comes out for a new algorithm, and there's maybe, you know, I think I did a video about this a few months ago, and I discussed the idea of just selling all my graphics cards and buying a couple of ASIC mining machines, or at least selling one rig. And in hindsight, with the information I've got now, I probably would have made more money. The returns right now for my graphics cards from all my rigs is embarrassingly low. Embarrassingly low. For 5 1080 Ti's, I'm getting the same as what I was getting for about one at the, you know, when I first started mining. A little bit over, you know, a little bit over that, but yeah, it's ridiculous. Junk account says Z9 is twice as high, but also twice as long, so 4 times the size. It's hard to tell from this kind of picture. You know, this is obviously a little one. We've seen videos of this. Is this just 4 Z9 minis stuck together? Could be. Surfing, yeah, my GPUs are making very little as well. It's quite depressing. The power that you'll use running multiple machines will be too great. It will be more profit efficient to buy a Z9. This is the issue, Aaron. This is the issue that I haven't covered too much in the past. When I was mining originally, I thought, well, you know what? I'm never going to look at electricity costs. I'm just going to pay them every month and then work out my calculations anyway, because the amount of money I was making, I had to pay the electricity anyway, so it wasn't something for me to think about. But now we're at the point where I might only make £500, £600 worth of coins every month, or even less than that. I don't know. I'd have to look. But my electricity bill is, you know, like £400 or so. I'm getting to the point where I could, if things kept getting worse over the next month or so, I could be running at a loss. Now, I'm happy to run at a loss to mine speculative coins, but it isn't a great time to be a GPU miner. Let's put it that way. So coconuts, as far as price goes, the Antminer Z9, $3,319, $850 for the Z9 Mini. Apparently lots of coupons for it. The Innosilicon Equihash is smaller, more efficient, but it is $10,000. But look at this, buy one now, get one free in August. Promotion over on July 9th. So effectively they are saying it's $5,000 effectively, if you look at it like that. And you would also get it before the other one. So, well, sold out, so that's pointless. I didn't see that there. But yeah, I guess from a price point of view, if you had to get in there early and you got an extra few weeks or an extra month of mining, you maybe it would have paid off. Renato says A9 ZMaster is garbage, you can't overclock. I didn't know that. I knew it was efficient, but I didn't realise you couldn't overclock it. Discarded, rejected shares, not hashing at the promised speed, etc. Ah, so the A9 ZMaster was not very well made, by the sounds of it. Zcash might eventually do something, but if you look at the last statements, they said we want to be a GPU and ASIC mining coin. We'll make a decision in like April, May, June 2019. They're an ASIC coin now. It is an ASIC coin. It will always be an ASIC coin now. That's great, Aaron. Congratulations. Are you back into crypto? I know you lasted like, what was it, like 4 or 5 days? You sold some of all of your crypto and then just bought back in. Necrobus is running 2 minis off 1 PSU. Greetings from Bolivia. Ah, whereabouts in Bolivia, Jose? ¿De dónde eres? It's a good question, Jose. Which is better, Z9 Mini or Z9? Because a few people are saying that if you're using coupons, you could be just as well to buy an Antminer Z9 Mini and just buy 4, you know, with your coupons instead of one Z9. And we do know that these can be overclocked to 16,000 sols, so you know that's going to take you up to 64. So I don't know. Aaron, all right. So you bought back at sub 6,000. That's good. Erico, guys, do you think I should buy the X3 for $1,900 with a PCU? Is the X3... Is it on the homepage here? Here's the X3. I don't think I've... What one's the X3? Is that an old one? I don't know about the X3. I don't know which algorithm that is. Mini with coupons. Necrobus is saying it's better to buy mini with coupons. There's a couple of ASIC miners here, which is good. It's good to see like guys like Necrobus and all that. Necrobus, a question for you. Were you a GPU miner before? And if so, when did you make the transition from being a GPU miner, assuming you've sold all your GPUs, when did you make this transition from GPU mining to ASIC mining? Ah, the X3 is Kryptonite. Right, okay. It's interesting, guys. It's interesting. It's as far as what's going to happen in the market. I think this is going to affect a lot of coins. If Bitcoin Private and Zencash thought they were getting hit hard before, then they ain't seen nothing yet. No problem, Aaron. Best of luck, mate. Congratulations again. Speak to you soon. ASIC will not be profitable in 3 months. Anyone buying for $850 will probably not get ROI unless prices rebound, maybe with coupons. The way that I'd be looking at this, though, Feelunk Dunkadunk, the way that I'd be looking at this would be, for example, how many Bitcoin Private or how many Zencash or how many Zcash coins can I mine in like 3 months before it is a doorstop, and then just hodl for a year. That's the way that I look at these kind of things, rather than well, it's maybe the wrong way to look at it, because you could just buy the coins with the money, but if I look at the hash power you'll be getting, the number of coins that you're getting, if you can get even just a little bit over your break-even point, then I think it's a good purchase. Duluwuha had 140 GPUs last year. I'm down to 50. Wow. The thing is with me, with more GPUs, obviously because I've got a YouTube channel, I've got other work that I need to do as well. There is a concern with me, that is that if I do start buying more GPUs or more machines to maintain, is that my time is being spent working on rigs all the time rather than doing videos or doing other things. But I do enjoy mining. I do enjoy, look at the number of flies in here because I've got the windows open just to let some air in because it's so warm. Doesn't help that door's open. Sorry, that door's closed. I don't know much about Kryptonite, Erico. I'm sure someone else can give you a better answer. Carvin runs 45 GPUs and 9 ASICs. I started on GPUs and prefer GPUs for philosophical reasons, decentralization and home mining. Like, the concern for me ASIC mining machines is obviously noise is one issue. Where would you sell GPUs? eBay, Gumtree? I don't know. I would be tempted to just walk into CEX and just hand them over and sell them. That's one option. The other option would be to sell on my channel. I guess I could do that, but I think the main option would be AV forums rather than eBay. I don't think I'd go through eBay. I don't think I'd go through Gumtree either, because then you get someone coming to your house, they know where you live and all that. I think I'd rather do AV forums or like a private forum where people can buy and sell things. Yeah, but I still don't know if that's the right thing to do or not. I don't know. I mean, because what I could do is just sell the GPUs and just keep the motherboards sitting there. Keep the motherboards with the hard drives. keep all the cables there so that I can build another rig later, and then if I find out that I don't build another rig, then I can sell the motherboard, or I can sell the I don't know, or maybe if I'm selling it, I should sell it all as one, one rig, and sell it all together, with a hard drive, with all the different things, sell them all together. Ian saying with GPUs you can pick and choose coins to mine. With ASICs you can only mine 1 or 2 coins for a few months only. That is very true, but it's also important to note right now is that all the GPUs in the market aren't making a lot of money for miners. The break-even point on them, we're talking about breaking even on ASIC machines in like 3 months. GPUs, you could buy a GPU just now and never break even. That is the reality of the situation. You might never break even with a GPU if you buy right now. I'm not saying that's going to happen. The way that I look at it is, when I bought these GPUs, it gave me an opportunity to mine speculative coins and new coins and all that. But because of services like NiceHash and many rig rentals, I could kind of do that anyway. I could do that anyway just by picking and choosing which coins and which algorithm I wanted to mine. Rich says ASICs are far more reliable. Set up and leave them running. That's kind of what I'd like as well. Riser issues, etc. See, to be honest, I haven't had any major issues with risers. I think I've been quite lucky. Mine's Ethereum, Raven, and Zcash. No, you're probably right, Trevin. I do realize we're in a bear run. I do realize if we had a bull run, my daily profits will go up. And even if I'm just breaking even, maybe I should just look at it as a way to accumulate coins. But you do need to review these things every now and then, guys. Especially when something like this comes out, it does make you question whether the setup that you've got right now is the right setup, and whether you should be expanding and buying things like this. It does make you wonder, should you diversify? I don't have any experience with ASIC mining machines yet, which is why I'm trying to keep an open mind with it all. Yeah, ASIC mining machines, when you're finished with them, they're worthless. But they are riskier, but they can pay off better as well. So there's pros and cons. Yeah, it depends what you bought your GPUs at. I was quite lucky. Most of my cards I didn't buy at the overinflated prices. I bought my 1060s around the £255 mark. And the last time I checked, like a month or so ago, they were actually still selling for $275. So, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, Nollis. There's certain coins that you can't be mined with ASIC mining machines, like Equihash 1445. So I do want to continue mining coins like that. I don't think GPU mining is dead, but I do think that with more machines coming out like this, with more people trying ASIC mining machines, we might find less people go to GPU mining. So, because if you think about it, when you're first going to start mining, if you buy a GPU mining rig instead of an ASIC mining rig, then you'll start learning about GPU mining. But if you buy an ASIC mining machine and you're used to a plug and play, pretty much a simple solution that works, and then when you finish with it, you buy another one, you plug it in, you start mining. If you're used to that and that's what you're used to, going over to GPU mining, which is a lot more technical, requires a lot more maintenance. I'm just trying to think of the mindset of someone who's coming into it right now. And there's a lot of people still coming into cryptocurrency every day. If last year I decided to get into mining and I decided to go for ASIC mining instead of GPU mining, I mean, I had experience with the computers anyway, but would I want to go back to building technical rigs with all these cables everywhere once I just had a little brick that did it all, just did it all, I let it run, I didn't have to maintain it all? There's certainly going to be, I think there's definitely going to be less people going into GPU mining as a percentage than, say, a year ago when everyone was going crazy for Ethereum. Rudy says Bitcoin Z, Bitcoin Gold Snowgem were forked already to Zhash. Well, we see who is next. Yep. And Safecoin and Litecoin Z or Litecoin Z. Those moved over. In fact, they moved over before Bitcoin Gold and maybe even Snowgem. There's still people buying GPUs for mining rigs. I've saw some people in Discord and they've spoke about how they've been snapping up GPUs to increase their rigs. It's an that's you make a very good point there, Carvin, that you should just just mine and hold for the next few years. That was always my intention, and I have flip-flopped a few times. I have thought I could sell 1 or 2 rigs, I could fund an ASIC mining machine, or I could buy the coins and then buy other coins that I can't mine and things like that. There's a lot of ways to tackle this, and it's one of those things, what's right and what's wrong. At the end of the day, you're trying to make money, but sometimes you're trying to make money long term and short term and medium term, and there's a lot, like, the longer you go into the future, there's more unknowns. I did this with Bitcoin Private. I was like, this will eventually be a few $100s, and I was, it's like $10 now. So there's a lot of unknown factors with when you invest in coins. I do think if you invest in a wide range of coins, or pick the right projects at least, because my coins aren't as diversified as the ones were. Go away. I think if you pick the right projects, then hodling is the right way to do it, rather than just mining. I think mining and hodling is better than the alternative to just buying an ASIC mining machine or buying coins, because if you mine the right coins at the right time, a lot of these coins aren't on an exchange yet, so there's that as well. But you can use nice hash and mining rig rentals and other things if you do find a good coin that isn't on an exchange. Norlis is saying he wouldn't do that now if he didn't already have GPUs. Necrobase says he's got 30 cards. Nice. Basically same as me. Sorry, again, Ian says, sorry to repeat myself, only buy an ASIC if you can get the first batch, or maybe at worst the second batch. Can anyone back me up on this? Can anyone back Ian up on this, speaking from experience? GPU ROI is a crazy 200 or 300 days. ASICs are at 75 to 100 even at current values. Wardo says staking coins makes me feel better about hodling. This is another option. This is another option we've not discussed today. We've been talking a lot about ASIC mining machines because of the release of the Bitmain Antminer Z9. So we've been talking about ASIC mining machines and GPU mining, but the other option is proof of stake, masternodes, putting your coins into a project and getting getting money from the block reward. You don't have to buy any equipment. You just stick it in a wallet. At the most, you would have to buy a VPS. So that is another option. That's option 3, and that could be another option. Sell your graphics cards, buy some masternodes, or buy some coins like secure nodes and Zencash, and then just get returns from them. From the block reward. But I think from a profits point of view, especially with Zencash anyway, because it's on Equihash, I think it'd be better buying an ASIC mining machine rather than buying a secure node at this point. At this point anyway. Yeah, that I've showed that website before, Rich. That's a good. So the link that Rich was trying to post, apologies, YouTube stops that. But the one that he was trying to post there was this ASIC miner value, and this shows the profitability and all that. So it's got here September 2018, and they've got it $65 per day. Now, take that with a pinch of salt. Come September, August, that will probably be $20 per day. This will probably be like $5 per day or something like that. It could be less. It could be much less. And this is the thing with it. This is the point that a lot of people were trying to make in the comment area about about profits. You know, 1 month ago, this was $25 per day. This is what you're getting just now, but that will drop. This is going to continue to drop as well. I think the big concern, if you are going to buy one of these machines, the big concern right now, if you're going to buy an Equihash ASIC miner from Bitmain or anyone else, but I think Bitmain do seem to have the best options. I would think the best option, the biggest concern, I'm going off on a tangent there, the biggest concern is that no new coins are being created that use the Equihash algorithm. Not that I've seen. If you look at all the coins that were on Equihash, you know, Zcash was the first, you had Z Classic, you had Bitcoin Gold, you had Safecoin, Litecoin Z, Snowgem, all these other coins. All these coins were on Equihash and they all started pre-Z9, pre-Z9 Mini, pre-announcement of the Bitmain Equihash miners. Since then, I don't know of any new coins that have been released that have been launched with Equihash. And what we have seen is several of the Equihash coins fork to Equihash 1445, which is essentially the same calculations, but they use different parameters and use other things to stop it being mined from an ASIC mining machine. And it is a game of cat and mouse. That could change in the future. But all those coins have moved to Equihash 1445. These machines are still on Equihash 209. The coins that are left, you've got Komodo, you've got Zcash. I believe those two are pretty much going to be on ASIC mining machines. But you've also got coins like Bitcoin Private and Zencash, which have expressed their desire to move away from it. But they said that because of circumstances, because of changes that they were trying to implement, they weren't changing to 1445 or any other algorithm anytime soon. We might see that change with this release. We might see Bitcoin Private come out with an official statement. We might see Zencash come out with an official statement. In that scenario, you could be left with only Zcash and only Komodo. And I think what we'll see is the price of those coins go down. I think the price of Zcash will come down because what you're going to have is a crap load of people mining it and a crap load of people selling it every single day, which is good for volume, but if you've got a huge amount of sellers, it's going to drive the price down. Now, Zcash at one point was like $400 odd or so last year, but if Bitcoin Private left and went to a different algorithm, if Zencash left and went to a different algorithm, all you're left with is Komodo, which has got a, I think it's like 100 million total supply, so that's quite a high supply. Then what you're left with is Zcash with the 21 million supply, and what you have is a lot of people fighting over a very small block reward. So those daily profits will go down, but more importantly, those people will be selling. And the price of Zcash has been going down. It's maybe too early to say whether that's the reason, though, because we're in a bear run, prices do go down. So if you are going to buy this Z9 or this Z9 Mini, you know, right now, this profitability and this profitability here, $15.92. Remember, this is based on, you know, multiple coins like Zcash and Komodo, which will probably remain, but you've also got Bitcoin Private and Zencash and a few others. There's one I'm missing. I don't know if any of you guys know. There's another coin which is on Equihash, Bitcoin Interest. Bitcoin Interest, I believe, is on Equihash as well, but I think they're moving as well. So say there's 6 or 7 or 8 coins that you can mine, that might go down to 6 or 4 or even 2. We might see a new coin launch and use the Equihash algorithm. My guess is that when a new coin launches, they really do, normally what they try and do is get the support of the GPU community, because it distributes the coins, it gets a lot of people talking, it gets a lot of people, you know, in the Discord group. Generally, I see that, you know, they make GPU friendly coins, but I don't know. There's still uncertainty, and what people are saying there, it could be a doorstop. It could be a doorstop because this is going to change. This is going to change. This $65 come August, come September, this could be $40 per day. It could be $30 per day. It could be $20 per day. The only people who know right now, you know, how many is going to be sold is Bitmain. They know the block reward of all the major coins. So they do know, they will drop the price when they realize that no one is buying. Hace una y hablas español. Mo, I get screwed over by one of those staking sites. Never again. I'm very reluctant to get involved in any kind of shared staking or shared masternode. The only person I'll be doing it with is anyone I know in real life. So talking about my friend Mark, who I've known for like 27, 28 years. I know where he live. I know where he lives. He knows where I live, so there's no problems. You're right, Ian. That's why they offer discount codes, because they know that they've oversold it. I think Nollis, I think it's the bear run is even longer than 3 months. I think, where are we, July now? The market's been, it started going really down in February and then in March, so I think it's been since March, which is, yeah, 4 months, right? Okay, I'll give you that. You're right. I'm just nitpicking now. I thought it was maybe I remember people were talking about it being a bear run in February, but looking back, things were actually pretty good then compared to now. Rudy's saying, right now, don't think about a fast return on investment. Just mine for fun, as long as the electricity is covered, then stay mining. I do agree with that in some regards, as far as mining the coins, if they're the GPU friendly coins and they give you a good return. If there's a project you like and it's supported by a GPU, if you can mine the coins and hodl them, yes. But don't go spend thousands and thousands of dollars if you're not going to make your money back. Ultimately, you do need to break even at one point. You do need to try and get a return on your investment. This whole, if you don't agree with ASIC machines because of Bitmain's dominance and all that, but at the end of the day, we're talking about silicon in one type of machine against silicon in another type of machine. So, as far as mining for fun, I mean, I do enjoy many aspects of mining. I don't enjoy updates. I don't enjoy Windows messing up my life all the time. But if I could simplify my situation, if I don't know if that's via an ASIC mining machine, perhaps with a different GPU mining setup, perhaps with masternodes, proof of stake, I don't know. But yeah, I think it still is important to try and make money, unless you're mining a specific coin for the future that you truly believe in. Yeah, you're right, Knowledge. There was a mini revival in April. Yeah, there was a little bit of a... there was a point where the market went back up. So, just to summarise again, Bitmain have released the Antminer Z9, the big brother to the Antminer Z9 Mini. This is selling at $850. I think the power supply is normally $100, but many people are saying there's $250 coupons out there that you should be able to get. So if you can get those coupons, you might be able to get this for like $600, maybe $650. I don't know what the coupons are, but you can get discounts on this because there are a lot of coupons out there. This Z9 can do 40.8 thousand sols plus or minus 5%. Many people are saying that this has been overclocked to 16,000 sols instead of 10. Some people say it can go higher. So the jury is out as to what this can do. This might be able to do 50,000, 60,000, 70,000 sols. We don't know. Thanks, Necrobus. Thanks for watching. So to summarize, you want to, if you're interested in this, consider an Antminer Z9, but also consider the alternative, which is if you can get coupons, buying 4 Z9 minis. You might end up with even a higher hash rate. So on that note, guys, I'm going to call it a night. This was just a short 1 hour stream. Many thanks to everyone who watched the stream tonight. I'll leave links to these pages so that you can check them out down below when the video goes live, you know, when the final recording is live. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I really do appreciate it. It's been an interesting discussion. If it wasn't 20 past 12 at night and I wasn't sweating like a pig, I would probably be staying up and doing a little bit longer, but it's very warm. I'm actually sweating, if you can see that in my arms. It's very warm in the UK, and I've got 30 graphics cards in this room mining. So if you do this, you can hear those babies running. So many thanks, guys. It's always great for me, you know, without being too cheesy. It's always great to see regulars drop by and say hello. But there's a lot of new people dropping by the stream and chatting as well. So that's, you know, that's fantastic from my end. So thanks a lot, guys. I really do appreciate it. There's been a lot of great comments there. There's a lot of you guys that know a lot more about this than me. A lot of you guys have got ASIC mining machines. So I do appreciate your contribution tonight. Thanks for watching, guys. And I'll speak to you all tomorrow, no doubt. Till next time, guys. Have a good one. Cheers.